Hello, Year 7. Welcome to your first YouTube homework. Today we're going to do about solving simple equations. You can see I'm down here in the corner. Hello, so you can look at me if you want to. So I'm just going to, for this homework, I'll explain how the homeworks work when they're on YouTube, how they work, and then I'll do a few examples of solving equations. And then at the end, you'll have some questions to do yourself. Okay, so this is the sort of plan of today. So how they work. The idea is that I'm going to explain something to you, and because it's on a video, you can just pause it, you can rewatch it. If there's something you got confused by, you can just put it back a few seconds and watch it again. And you're going to watch the video, get the explanation, and then do the questions, and hopefully by next lesson, it all makes sense, and we can try some equations in class. If it's not making sense, then you have time to contact me, either on Teams or in school, something like that, and you can ask me for help. So let's just get straight into it. It's the first time we've done solving equations, but we have been doing some other algebra. So I say simple ones because they start off like this, and we call this a one-step equation because it's only got one thing happening. We have our unknown, x, that we want to find out. We have something happening to it, and then we have an answer. So remember, it's an equation because we have this equal sign, we have an unknown, something equals 11. So for all of these, all we're going to do is do the reverse of what's happened to our unknown. So in this case, we've got our x, then we add 4, and we get 11. So you might just be able to figure this out in your head, but we want to try and think of a method that's going to work for all of them. So what we do is this equal sign means both sides are equal. If I take away a 4 here, then I have to take away a 4 from this side as well. So I didn't really explain why I was doing that, but it's because we're doing the opposite. So if we have x add 4, we're going to take away 4. And to keep both sides equal, we do it to both sides. Okay, so let's just see what happens. Here we get x stays the same. This plus 4 and this minus 4 end up going away because what's plus 4 take away 4 equals 0. Okay, and then on the other side of the equation, we have 11 take away 4 is 7. And now we just have our line saying x equals 7, and that's just our answer. You don't have to rewrite it, but I'm writing it just so it's nice and close, so that looks good. Now, I might have gone a little bit too fast there, so if you want to rewind, you can. I'm going to give one more explanation, just one more time for this one, and then we'll move on. So, like I said, it's like a set of scales. You have to keep both sides equal. So whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So let's have a look again. We have something, add 4 is 11. So we want to get rid of this plus 4 and just leave us with the something. Okay, so to get rid of a plus 4, we do the opposite. We take away 4. And because it's a set of scales, if we've taken away 4 from this side, it's going to be lighter. So we need to take away 4 from the other side as well to keep it balanced. So we're taking away 4 here as well, and then we just work it through. It's all about keeping it balanced all the time. I'll show you the next example. This one, 3x equals 18. Remember, 3x, it means 3 times x, but we don't have to write the times symbol because it's algebra. So what's the opposite of timesing by 3? Well, it's dividing by 3. So we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. And then, because we're doing the opposite, it cancels out. So we just get left with x on this side. And then we do 18 divided by 3 on this side, which is just 6. And because it's a simple one, we've just got our answer straight away. And that's it. Another important thing that I've not mentioned, that I forgot to mention, is that in maths, we always work down the page. I'm going to mention this in class, so hopefully that's okay, but we always work down. If we go over here and we write x equals 6 here, it gets a bit confusing because it looks like 3x equals 18x equals 6, which is totally wrong. So we always work down the page. It also helps us when we start doing harder ones. I'll show you the next example. When we're doing harder ones, it's nice to see the x, this comes down here, this comes down here. It's nice to see the equal sign always stays in line as well. Just helps us keep our mind in order. Okay, so we're always working down the page. Nice presentation is important in maths as well. Okay, last one. This is not so simple anymore. It's got 2 steps. You see there's 2 things happening. So we still need to do the opposite. So we just have to think, what is the opposite of what thing? What do we do first? What do we do second? So this says 4 times x, again, 4 times x, take away 6. So the thing we did last was actually take away 6. So now that's the thing we're going to do first, because we're doing the opposite. So the first thing we do is add 6, just like before, because we want to get rid of that minus 6. And to keep it even, we do it to both sides. So this just gives us just 4x here. This 6 disappears. And we get 44 here. Now, this is just like the one we just did, slightly different numbers. So we've got 4 times x. So get rid of the times 4, we just divide by 4. And then we're just left with x equals 11. Now, hopefully that made sense. It was kind of combining the first 2. So if you need to go back and rewatch them, that's fine as well. And look, we're working nice and down the page. Nice. Okay, so I'll show you the questions I want you to do. There's only 6. Shouldn't take too long. We've got 2 ones like the first example, then 2 like the second example. Just to say about this one here, this means x divided by 3, remember. This is the same as writing x divided by 3. So think about what the opposite of dividing by 3 would be. Remember we said timesing. When we did timesing by 3, the opposite was dividing by 3. So what do you think the opposite of dividing by 3 is? Hopefully you can figure that one out. And then we've got our 2 harder ones here at the end. I'm sure you'll be fine though. It shouldn't be too hard to do. And that's all for today. So just a little quick video for you. I feel like there's something else I had to say and I've forgotten. But if I remember it, I'll tell you in class. I have remembered it just now. So the other thing was, if you want to check your answer, you can always take your answer at the end and put it in the start just to check that it's correct. So 7 add 4 does give us 11. So we know that our answer here at the end is correct. And also, one last thing, if you're struggling, remember to ask me. I can help you out, or ask someone else in class. Or there's also your book you can go to. The book is going to have a different way of explaining it to me, because there's many ways to do different things in maths. So your options are get help from me, get help from a friend, get help from the book, and it'll have its own examples in there that are going to help you. So that's it for today. Good luck.